Hey, what's up, guys? Tonight I get to talk to you about my introduction to the Alpina brand of Swiss watchmakers. Now, Alpina has actually been around for quite some time, and they've done numerous innovations within the watch community. And currently, they're actually owned by Frédéric Constant, which is another Swiss watch brand that puts out some really nice pieces. So I recommend checking out both Frédéric Constant and Alpina in the future. But I was actually able to pick up this limited edition Startimer's pilot watch from another local watch enthusiast in Southwest Ontario. It was part of a trade, and when I got the watch, I was really impressed to see the full kit, because not only do you get the watch, you get this really nice and large decorative box that comes with a really nice model plane, some really cool literature on the brand, as well as the original leather strap that has a really nice deployment clasp on it, but I just swapped it out for the black leather and white stitch strap you see on the current watch. So again, really great package. The watch box is huge. It's probably the biggest watch box that I have. I could probably fit all of my watches into it, or use it as a coffin, or any other application that requires a large amount of storage. But let's get into the specs of the watch itself. You're in true pilot watch fashion. It's a little bit large. This is a 44 millimeter diameter case. If I flip it to the side here, if you look at the wingspan from tip to tip, it's about 52 millimeters. The thickness is really compact at about just under 11 millimeters. And then that lug gap here for this leather strap is 22 millimeters. So fairly common specs for a pilot watch. It does wear a little bit large, and a lot of that is to do with all that gorgeous dial real estate that you're getting. But I think a large number of wrist sizes can pull it off, because it's a fairly slim watch, and those lugs, even though they are long, they do turn down nicely and just conform to your wrist really well. So this is actually probably the most visible watch that I've owned. And again, part of it is because it is a pilot watch, and that's what they're designed to do. But also to do with the design of the watch as well. You're getting a really nice sapphire crystal on this watch with a nice anti-reflective coating applied on the other side. And in certain angles, it looks like that crystal disappears. Like here, I can't even see it. So that's really impressive. And then a large part of the visibility is to do with that ink black dial and the strongly contrasted white hour markings and handset. And I do love that pop of red color as kind of a counterpoint on the second hand there, the counterbalance. And that's in the triangle, which is the Alpina logo, which is also replicated at the 12 o'clock. And you also get that triangle signed, etched in really nicely on the crown. Let's see. What also aids in the visibility, this watch does have some lume applied to it, but it's not everywhere. It's just applied to the hour and minute hand, and then on the indices, it's applied at the 12, 3, 6, and 9 o'clock position. But again, even in low light conditions, it's really easy to get a quick read on time, and that's just to do with the overall design of this watch. There's also a 3 o'clock date aperture, and it's kind of nicely cut out, and there's a small step down on a black date wheel with white text that really matches the dial and the overall. It just makes it really symmetrical, which I really appreciate as well. So this is an automatic watch. Now, with both Alpina and Frédéric Constant, they do make their own in-house Swiss movements. But with this particular watch, you are getting the Alpina AL525 caliber movement, but the base movement is, depending on the year of manufacture, it's either an ETA movement or a Salida movement. I believe this one is based off of the ETA 2824-2. But the reason they give it their own caliber designation is because they highly decorate it. And let me just show that off to you right now. So you get this really nice display back, and you get that nice custom Alpina rotor in black. And there's some nice decoration overall. You can see that they use some thermally blued screws in the movement. And there's also some perlage work that's been done in some of the plates. The one just under the rotor, for example, or the one that's closer to the balance wheel. So really nice finished movement. I really enjoy looking at it. And then you can see there's some text on the case back as well. You have the model number. It says Swiss made, 100 atmospheres, so it's 100 meters water resistant, which is great. And a lot to do with that water resistance is the screw down case back and screw down crown. And then I don't know if you can see, let me show you at this angle. You do have limited edition printed on here, and then you have the production number. So this is 1,346 out of 8,888. So really nice, compelling package you're getting with this watch right here. Let me just flip it back over. And again, let me talk a little bit more about the movement. I mean, again, being based off of an ETA, you're looking at about a 38-hour power reserve. It's a 4 hertz movement, so look at that second hand sweep, nice and smooth, ticking away at 28,800 vibrations per hour. And then you also get hacking and hand winding too. So if I unscrew the screw down crown, you can hear that nice satisfying pop. And then if you pull it out to the first position, it's the quick date function. And if you pull it out all the way, you can see I stopped the second hand. And then push it back in. You can also manually wind it up. And I really like this crown. It's not like an onion style crown, but it's almost like a cone. But the knurling is really nice and it's really easy to operate. So I appreciate that about the watch as well. Now let me throw it on the wrist so you guys can see how it looks inside my studio here. Okay guys, so there's the Alpina Startimer on my 7¼ inch wrist. And again, even though you can see that the lugs are kind of long across my wrist, they just hug your wrist so nicely, and it is fairly compact and lightweight. So I think it wears really nicely. It's very comfortable, and I'm surprised because even with that crown sticking out, I don't find that it's too intrusive if I was able to flex my wrist like this. And again, even from a distance here, you can just take a quick glance and there's no mistaking what time it is. Okay, so overall, with respect to conclusions, guys, I've owned and reviewed a few pilot watches now, including, some from Hamilton, and even some German brands like Laco, which is like a true Flieger watch. But out of those ones, I still enjoy the Alpina more. And I think it's just the overall design. You're in the sweet spot with respect to size because pilot watches are supposed to be large. And then price-wise too, I've actually looked around and they do kind of fluctuate. So the suggested MSRP on this watch, being the limited edition run, is 1,500 Canadian. But I've seen variations anywhere between 500 for this watch that's not limited edition to 1,000. I wouldn't pay the $1,500 price, but if you can pick this up between $500 and $1,000, I think it's a real steal. The quality is definitely there. You're getting a really nice and visible dial, really nicely decorated movement, a watch that's 100 meters water resistant, and it all comes in a really compelling package. So I was really impressed with Alpina, and I'll definitely give them another look if I'm looking for another type of affordable Swiss watch in the future. So that's it for this video, guys. Please let me know what you think in the description below, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.